Alright guys, welcome back to Seth's Street Bob build. We are on part number 9, but we're going to be putting on some FXRP style bags from Villan2hero. And my buddy with CMCFinishes actually did the paint on these, and these came out pretty nice, if I don't say so myself. It's going to look really nice on the bike. It also came with the mounts. If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan of how these mounts are. I was hoping they would have a little bit more push away from the bike, as well as maybe not so much to touch the bike, if that makes sense. So we're going to be putting, for now, some hardware that'll extend this out a little bit, but in the future I think we're going to do some more, because Seth might add a backrest or a sissy bar or something like that. So for now, we're just going to run them the way they are. Let's get it. First things first, we're going to pull off the bolts here on the side. The fender will stay held up because it's still got one more bolt hidden back there, but this is where the bags will mount. Oh, there you go. So that'll be behind there. Just make sure it doesn't fall out, and if it does fall out, it's not a big deal. You'll just line it back up and put it in. So one thing I wasn't a huge fan of for these Villan2hero bags, it did not come with any mounting hardware. So we went down to the hardware store, picked up what we got, but we will be swapping it out in the future. We just have a pretty big ride coming up. So for now, we will get this all set up and then come back later and clean it up. And all we're going to be doing is extended bolts, and we're using some modified nuts as washers. This is the way it's going to fit, because if we do flip it to the other side of the bike, it ends up sitting over the back seat and or the front seat, and you can't ride with it sitting over the front seat. So I guess the extra hole on the end is just there. This will work out perfectly fine. I like where it sits right now here, and then if I come to the back side, I like how it sits right at the tail. So let's go ahead and get the bags in there and we can see what it looks like. There you have it. We got it lined up, put in there. We got it in. I'm happy, Seth's happy. We're gonna do the other side, and then that'll be it for at least the next couple weeks. Those look pretty nice. I should have staggered these, but I didn't. It's too late now, so I'm gonna run it. But we're gonna wire in these guys. It's kind of a last minute addition, and I'm doing something kind of neat. I'm gonna do little pigtails in a sense so I can plug them in. And the whole idea is that these are going to be on Seth's bags, and then when we want to take the bags off, for example, maybe doing maintenance or something, all we have to do is go under the seat and unplug them, and then the lights will stay on the bag. So I probably will start doing my wiring like this from now on, because it's a way better method. And we wired all these in real nice so that they plug right into the bike itself. Alright, so I got it all in. I like my connectors. I think everything looks pretty decent considering. Got it plugged in, gotta test it out. Boom, brakes work. And we're gonna have the right blinker works and the left blinker works. And then of course, it matches up with the tail. Nice. Oh, and I will add that I wanted these to be running, brake, and blinker. However, the way Harleys are ran, their blue is the running and their purple is the blinkers and the brake light. So if you're installing new lights and they only have 2 wires, one being a ground and one being the power wire, you have to choose whether you want it to be a running light or if you want it to be the brake and your blinker light. Now, Custom Dynamics and other companies do sell an adapter that you can wire in there that'll cause this to be a running light, brake light, and turn signal, but we don't have 2 of them right now. We only have 1. So maybe in the future we'll add it, but for right now, these are just going to be brake lights and turn signals. Ran the extra blinker in the back. For right now, this is how we're going to run it. It's just not the cleanest install in my opinion, so we'll come back to that again. But for the ride, it's going to look good. Right now, Seth's working on the other side, and we're going to get the other bag on and finish this project up. So we got this one now on, and we're going to go ahead and tighten it down, run our lights, and that'll be it for the night. All right, I wanted to show you guys one last point here. What do you think? Like I said, right now we have it sitting on there with some zip ties, but we're gonna get an L bracket, and we're gonna be able to take that L bracket and mount it to that bolt back there. So that'll be real nice once we get it. But for now, this is what we're running with. And yes, I like it. We will see you guys next time.